What's up, guys? So, in this video, we're going to go ahead and talk about PlanNet Marketing by Donald Bradley. So, no matter which way you look at it, no matter which way you try to slice it, it's an MLM. Okay, so this is a MLM that works with like IntelliTravel, and when you try to like look into it and everything, you're really left wondering like, okay, is this like a affiliate of IntelliTravel? Is this just like a Donald Bradley is a member of IntelliTravel, and this is like a PlanNet Marketing is like a huge downline sort of play. Like, it's really, really confusing. Okay, the like just the deeper you look at it, the more everything just gets crisscrossed. So I just want to keep it simple for you. Okay, got the Trump finger, right? Want to keep it simple. It's a travel MLM. So the whole idea is that you have these different travel packages that you try to sell to people. And I'll be honest, you know, some of the packages and stuff offered really isn't terrible. Like, there are some bargains out there in their products, so it's like you're not completely ripping somebody off. But the thing is it's like, who's really vacationing and who's like, I know 20 years ago, right? 20 years ago, people would like pay for like setup vacations and stuff. Like, I totally understand. I mean, hell, back in 2008, my parents, they actually like, they paid for one of those like setup services. Now, it wasn't like an MLM, it was like an actual like travel, like vacation company sort of deal. But the premise, the product ultimately is the same. And it's essentially what you're selling with PlanNet Marketing or like IntelliTravel, the like, I guess, umbrella company almost. Like, I don't know if it's officially like that, but I mean, they're very closely tied. Um, the other thing to consider, right, is who exactly is taking vacations in a time like this, and on top of that, actually like seeking out vacation packages. Between all the different sources you have online, as far as like flights, hotels, like, you can really find a lot better deals yourself if you have the money. So most people kind of don't have the money right now because, you know, credit card debt's at an all-time high. Pay has not nearly increased the way it's needed to with inflation, right? And most people are paycheck to paycheck at the end of the day. They don't have time for vacations, right? And like I said, the last thing that they're doing is going and looking to somebody with, you know, pre-built packages. The other thing to consider as well is that if you're selling that, that means you're having to actively prospect, and you're actively prospecting people with no money, kind of, really, and you have to try to like really, you know, entice them into the whole thing. Um, so it's not impossible to make money with. It's just very, very hard in an economy like this at the end of the day. I mean, and the amount of packages that you're going to have to sell to make a decent amount of money, it's quite a bit. Now, that said, if you're, you know, wanting to get started, which I, you know, wouldn't blame you for trying to take a crack at it, you're looking at about $19.95 to kind of get your foot in the door to get started. Of course, you're going to have different upsells of like coaching and services and products and videos, I'm sure. That's just how the kind of MLM game goes. And you'll probably get like a kickback or so for recruiting people to join, as kind of most MLMs operate that way. But it's just not something I would say, hey, you know, hang your hat on it, right? It's just not one of those things. Now, something I would say that you could hang your hat on would be this thing called lead generation, local lead generation, which is what I do. So about 5 years ago, I built this website right here that I'm showing you guys, and I really haven't changed it since. I hand wrote all this content myself, but none of this crap really matters because I'm writing it for Google. And what I mean by that is I wanted to rank #1 for this keyword right here, like I am now. Wanted to rank #1 for this, and the reason being is because it had search volume, which meant people needed this service. So what I did was I came in, I wrote a whole bunch of content on tree service, and I'm no tree expert whatsoever, but I know how to learn and I know how to write. So I did. And over the course of 6 to 8 weeks, with the content plus some basic SEO tips and tricks. I ranked it alongside my dad to the #1 spot, and it's been there ever since, generating phone calls. And the reason is because people land on it because it's #1, it's trusted, it's authoritative. They land on it, make sure that, we can do what they kind of need, and they click this number, and it gets forwarded over to not me, but a contractor who actually fulfills the work. So he pays me then in turn a finder's fee. It's super common in the contracting space. Like, everybody kind of knows about it. Who's like in the contracting space, they know you have to pay money to make money. So yeah, he takes care of that. I have a call tracking system, so if he misses a call, he's notified of the call that was missed and everything like that, and can call him back. Sites like these are worth anywhere between $500 to $2,000 a month, just depending on the specific niche and service, and like location, volume, all that comes through, all that stuff. And then on top of that, like, the profit margins are really good, like 80% or higher. Reason for that is, like, this site, for example, built on Weebly, $15 a month for hosting. The call tracking software is $15 a month, and then each year I've got to pay $10 just to kind of retain ownership of the domain name. But that's pretty much the same story for all the other sites that I have. Dropped one down in Florida a couple months ago at this point, and that one tested a new way of basically getting content out, and so I used AI, fully ranked that site. It's on it's on page 1. It's generating phone calls, and yeah, it's like fully indexed, like no issues whatsoever. And it just makes everything that much quicker. I went from taking 4 days to write content for a website to 4 hours, essentially, which is just awesome. If you guys want to learn more about how I do it, go ahead, check out this link right here. I'll leave it for you down in the description below. But basically, it goes through every single question you could possibly have about this business model, and what it takes to succeed, how others are doing it. You got all these videos, everything that's included, price, refund, all that jazz. So if you're interested, go ahead and check that out. If you found this video helpful in any kind of way, go ahead and give me a like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.